Okay, I'm gonna make a chocolate keto mug cake here, and this is a recipe that I sometimes eyeball, but I'm gonna weigh things out today, and it's pretty simple. All we're gonna use here is coconut flour, 1 egg, MCT oil, cocoa powder, salt. It's sweetened with erythritol, and you can use Swerve brand or another brand. And I like to put a little bit of stevia in. I think it's good if you mix the two sweeteners, it tastes a little bit better. And last but not least, vanilla extract. So let's get started here. So I got the egg here, and I'm just gonna weigh this MCT oil out. And the other day when I did this, I usually aim for about a tablespoon, which is about 15 grams, but I ended up at 17. So as long as I get close to that, and there we go, I'm right at 17, so that will work. So next up, I'm just gonna add the other liquids, the vanilla, salt, and we'll go from there. And here you see just how much vanilla I used. Probably about 1/4 or 1/8 of a teaspoon, but I totally eyeball this. I don't find a need to measure it out. I've never had it taste bad because of too much vanilla, and I've never really noticed that it tastes bad because there's not enough. So you can adjust this to your own taste, but not major in my opinion. I just mixed all the ingredients up together, and I'm about to add the dry ingredients. So I'm going to start with the cocoa powder. So this was just enough. I was shooting for 10 grams, and I ended up with just a little bit left over, probably another tablespoon left over after getting 10 grams here. So next up, we're going to go for the coconut flour. I got 5 grams of coconut flour here. So next I'm going to add the sweetener. So I added 13 grams of erythritol, however you pronounce that. And this I usually, I will add anywhere between 10 and I've gone up to 20 sometimes when I accidentally dumped in too much. But this you can do to your own taste. And I add a little bit of stevia. The stevia that I have is super concentrated, so I add literally like, the serving size is a 32nd of a teaspoon. So it's pretty much just a small dusting from 1/8 of a teaspoon measuring spoon. So once I have that, I'm gonna mix all this together. Here it is all mixed together. You can kind of see the consistency. So it's a little thick, but not too liquidy either. It's kind of right in that nice mix where it's probably it's more liquidy than pudding, but and I forgot to mention that I added 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking soda to this as well. So let's get it in the mug and microwave it for anywhere between 30 to 60 seconds. I mean, this is also another part that I just eyeball. And I normally stick a fork in it, and as long as the fork comes out clean, it's done. I think we're just about done here. Usually once the top looks, 70 to 80% cooked, it's usually good. And yeah, there we go. Stick a fork in. The fork comes out clean, so it's definitely cooked through. So I'm actually going to take this up a notch and make a little peanut butter frosting. That just went out, but this is 13 grams of peanut butter here, and I'm going to add probably, I would say 5 to 6 grams of erythritol to this, and I'm going to thin it out with some almond milk. And I'll show you the finished product once we have that. So this is it. Let's split it open, and then I'm going to eat this. And I'm going to do that off camera, unfortunately. But you can see here, it's a pretty nice consistency. I mean, it's definitely very cake-like, and the baking soda gives it just enough leavening so that it's not like a brownie or fudgy kind of consistency, which it's okay, but it's a little bit better when it's airier like this. So there you have it. If you try this recipe out, let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, then click a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Enjoy, guys and girls.